Couple months ago, I decided to install some light in the front because the front of the house was very dark, that I can shine them up to the front face of the house. These are the limestone and brighten the pathway. So I was thinking, like everybody else, to buy some of those low voltage 12 volt or 24 volt light and installing them on the ground and shining them up. Then I decided, what about I just buy some of those LED light. They call them pancake. They don't have that much depth, and installing them on the soffit. These are the 120 volt, and they do have a range of the 27K till 8,000. You can have a selection of the 5 different wavelength for them. The light, it can be illuminating with about 800 lumino, and I already put all of them on the same string and connecting them to the one dimmer switch, and set the dimmer switch at 30%. So all of this light bulb that I do have, the brightness right now is in the 30%, and all of them together, I believe about how many are there? Was 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 of them, they are there, and the maximum wattage is a 9 watt. As I said, I set them up right now to the 1/3 of the wattage that they can use, and I select the 3000K wavelength. So they're using less than 100 watt. They're coming on at 7, and they are on till 7 o'clock in the morning. And as you can see, it make the area very nice and bright. I installed them about a month ago. Also, I changed all of the front light the same wavelength, that they match with the same color. The light that is shining on the house number is the same color as the light that I installed under the soffit. Again, these are the LED light, pancake LED light they call them. They do have a very low profile, and I drill with a 4¼ inch diameter hole cutter through these are the hardy back soften, so it's a little hard to go through. And then I install this light bulb. They are in a place with a spring-loaded clip, and it's very easy if you want to take them out and work on them. Each one of them had its own junction box, and it's very easy to be installed. I use the wire gauge, I believe gauge 16 cable to connecting all of this. The only problem was the rafter on the roof. It didn't allow me to directly go from one light to the other one. I gotta go through the roof and then connect them up all together. So, and as I mentioned, the dimmer switch that it control, it can be controlled via the Google or Alexa. I will show you those light bulbs. I do have some extra of those later on the different color. Okay, now let's just talk about the LED light, pancake light that I install outside. These are the 4-inch LED light. It's a glass inside, and the frame is aluminum. And inside of this, you do have a stream of the LED. That is the 32 LED, and every one of them is yellow. The next one is a white, and mixture of them based on the how you are turning them on. That is being controlled via this switch right in here on the side. You can change the color between 2700K till 5 or 6000K wavelength. So it making them from the yellowish color all the way to the white color, completely white color, based on your selection that you do have right in here. These are 9 watt, and as I mentioned, they come in with this junction box. The junction box is going to get connected to the 120 volt. You can open them up slowly like this. It's a 3 wire. One is going to be for the ground, and the other 2 is for the 120 volt that you're connecting AC to it. Inside of this is going to change to the 24 volt DC, and based on the selection that you do have, it's going to turn on the LED right in here, and it's changing the color. Again, I do believe you do have about 6 selection on the side. It started from 27K all the way to the 5 or 6,000. I set them up as a 3,000 K wavelength. These are about something around 750 till 800 lumina, and they are very bright, so I just using 1/3 of the brightness, about 9 watts. So I measured them. When I set them up to the 1/3, they are using something around 4 watt. Each one of them using about 4 watts. So you just imagine if you have 20 of these with a 4 watt, you're looking about maybe 80 watt, maybe 85 watt, based on the a little more up and down that you do have, tolerance that you do have. So they are not using that much power. The price of this is not, they are not very expensive. I bought 2 sets of these, one set of the 16 and one set of the 12 from the Amazon. As I said, these are the 4-inch. They come in a 6-inch too, in case if you want to. When you drill the hole that it need to be cut at the 4 1/4 with a, make sure that you buy one of these good hole cutter. This is the Milwaukee. If you don't get a good one and you do have hardy back just like mine, the edge of this they're going to burn up, and then you could need to buy the more and more of this cutter, and also it can damage the softener too. So buy the good, if you, some of them they are fiber, it's very easy to go through. It's a wood, fiber wood, it's easy. If you do have a hardy back, make sure you get a very good cutter while you are installing this. As I told you guys, it doesn't have that very thin profile, and after you dig the hole, they do have a little seal right in here. You can see this seal. You just dropping, you just pushing these 2 spring-loaded tab up. You're pushing them in, and you release the tab, and it's pulling this thing in, and it's holding this by the edge of the light in a place. It's very easy to replace. As I said, I have some extra in case if some of the LED after a while goes out. They are very bright. If you're keeping it like mine with a half or less than half a brightness, the life of the LED become longer, and it's going to last you a longer time too. I put everything on these, all of these 20 light that I do have for the front on the same string of the what do you call wire. I use the gauge 16 cable like this for all of them, and then I connect them to the dimmer switch that is made by Insteon, and I can control them via Alexa or Google. I can turn them on, turn them off, and change the brightness on. I don't think it has, of course I tear a couple of this apart to see what is inside of them. I noticed that they do have a 32 LEDs, 16 of them are white, 16 of them are yellow, and mixture of them causing giving you the different wavelength and different color of the light. And the output of it when I measured them was 24 volt. Of course the input is 120 volt AC. That's about it. If you have any question or comment, please let me know. Also, they are selling them in Amazon. If you want, they're selling the 6-inch of these, and in a 4-inch and 6-inch. They are coming in a RGB to that, you can select any color that you want. And if you install such a thing like that in front, as I installed them during the Christmas time or the 4th of the July or Halloween, you can just set the color that you want without going through trouble of the installing the stream of the LED or any kind of light that you're putting for that occasion. That's about it. Hopefully for the backyard, I'm going to use a RGB, and when it's done, I'm going to have another video on that. If you have any question regarding this video, please let me know.